Thank you for joining me today, folks, on Joe's Random Reviews. I'm Joe, and today we're going to be doing a review on a new motorhome. So stay tuned, folks. Here it comes. We start today by looking for a van. This van is just too old. This one is not quite right. This one is just too sexy. And finally, we found the van, the Mercedes Sprinter. Our plan is to make this van a beautiful rolling home. So stay with me throughout the whole video. You can see this amazing transition. We'll be starting out by removing all the accessories that we're not going to be using. All these extra pieces that are inside this cargo van, like the cargo lights. Since we won't need them anymore, we'll put them aside. We'll also need to remove the bulkhead panel. This is actually pretty easy, and we start now with the first phase of installing the insulation. And this is done for thermal and acoustics performance. This will be a great way to keep the inside of the van nice and warm as well. Now the installer is going to cut some templates, and with that we're going to be painting on some special varnish. And there'll be a couple of pieces here we'll need to finish up, and it's going to be ready for installation. For the flooring, wooden batten spacers are going to be installed. That makes it a lot easier for the cables to be run underneath. Plywood boards will be sealed together and screwed into the batten. And this definitely will help with stability, and it'll help with preventing any moisture from getting in. Now this is where we unbox the sunroof and get it ready for installation. It's super easy. We set up a template, drill a hole from the bottom, we bring the template to the roof, measure it up just to confirm, and then we cut around the template. And then we're almost ready to install the sunroof. We have to clean up the edges, make sure they're covered, and get it all ready for installation. Next thing we're going to focus on is the side door window. Now we want to make sure this is a nice installation and it looks good and it actually works for the door. So we want to measure it up, we want to cut through, and we need the cut to be nice and straight. After we remove the panel, we clean up the area, we primer it, paint it, and we set it up for installation. There it is. To know, we have to make sure the edges are nice and secure, and we want to put a nice trim on it. Now let's work on the two rear windows. We want to make sure that the original Mercedes Sprinter windows, we want to make sure there's a perfect fit, and this way we won't have any issue with them in the future. If you guys are getting some value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. It's totally free. Now that the window openings are cut out, they're cleaned up and primered, the windows are going in. Now you can see how easily and nicely they fit. So let's do the driver's side. Another perfect fit, folks. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a pressure wash test. Make sure there's no water going in, make sure there's no leaks, and it looks like it's perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install all the electrical conduits, and we're going to make sure all the wiring is tied up and marked. This way we can find all the right connections for later and make sure that all the electrical is wired up properly. So the next thing that's going to be done is the ceiling. The ceiling is going to be layered with plywood layers, which is going to protect the wiring. The panel with the sunroof has to be cut out so it fits properly and looks nice, and then we can finish putting up the other panels. Now we can start the building of the furniture. The shower design is a bit special because it's going to have layers. We're going to be incorporating some 1970s mirror design. So stay tuned so you can see how we do this. It's going to look really good. We'll leave a space in the middle so that we can install an LED strip, which is going to look super cool. So all three layers for the shower door are going to be installed now. And then we'll have a look and see where the toilet's going to be. That's right here. So we'll measure that up and make sure it's all set up properly. We have to put in a good toilet compartment in here, so it's going to be marine grade and it's going to prevent any water from leaking. So next is building the toilet base. I thought this was a pretty slick idea. You need to go, you pull the toilet out of the compartment, you do what you need to do, and you put it back away. Now we'll complete the rear of the toilet compartment. Inside this box is a diesel heater where it's going to be mounted inside the camper van. It's going to be a great setup because it's actually got Bluetooth capabilities. Now the next thing we're going to set up is going to be a 100-liter fresh water system. Now this tank is going to be perfect because it's going to hold a ton of water, which means extended camping for a long period of time. Of course, when you're putting a water tank in and a hot water tank in, you need to have a pump. So this water pump is going to be installed underneath the cabinet here, which is in a place where it can be easily accessed. A specific gray water tank is going to be installed. It's actually produced for the Mercedes Sprinter, and it's going to guarantee a perfect fit. Next is going to be a template for the side sliding door, which goes around that side window. Once it's routed and cleaned up, it's a perfect fit. Next, the installer is going to be working on their circular kitchen. It's going to include a fridge and freezer setup, and it's going to really minimize that space, so we'll have lots of space to move around in. After we cut the pieces and router it, we start putting it together. It's going to take a little bit of time here to make sure it's square. We'll have to add a couple more pieces that will give it support in the middle, and this way it'll look nice and round and be ready for the outside panel. We'll be adding a coat of Varathane. Once we've put it around and attached it, a thin layer of glue will be added to the outer surface, and a second layer of panel will be added and secured. And this is kind of what it's going to look like. Next, we'll be cutting strips for the outer round portion of that countertop, which is going to look really nice. But before they're attached, they're going to have to be sanded and nice and smooth for installation. Once all the pieces are ready, they're individually glued on. The end result is amazing. It looks absolutely beautiful. Next is cutting and routering some nice trim for the outer area and for the back. And we're going to be working on the cupboards next, so stay tuned, this is going to be really cool. After some final touches on the back, we're going to be working on the panels, and we're going to be attaching some LED lights. Now these are dimmable, they're going to be installed underneath, they're going to be individual dimmers. So of course we have to make sure that they work, so let's test them out. The first light panel after testing will be installed. We'll start routering the second piece that's going to go over top and finish off the trim area. After the rubber trim was added on the inside, it looks really nice. Now we're going to start with putting together the upper cabinet. We have to make sure all the holes are drilled. In very little time, it really starts taking shape quickly, and we start putting it together. The LED lighting is going to be recessed in, and there's going to be a switch, so we're going to put it right over top here. Once all the LED lighting is complete, we'll start on the cabinets. Cabinet doors are up and running, and they look really nice as well. This is a perfect fit. And there's some more paneling, and we want to work on a small pantry. Now the small pantry, it's going to be a slide in and out pantry. It'll fit all kinds of cans. So here's the finished product. Slides in and out. It's very convenient and looks super sharp. Next is going to be the upper cabinet. It starts taking shape really fast. We put it together. Now the routering is going to be done on the underside, where we're going to put the LED strip with the LED button. And once that's installed and all wired up, the cabinet box is mounted. We put on the cabinet doors, and they're finished perfectly. And they turned out really nice. At the front bulkhead of this RV, to the right of the bathroom, there's going to be a divider panel, a storage compartment, and a decorative shelf. So another cabinet box is made. I think it's always important to have lots of storage. Any extra storage areas or cabinets is always a great idea. You can't have enough storage, that's for sure. It's important to make sure that everything's insulated properly. We're going to finish off some final details, adding the countertops for the kitchen, finishing off the floor. There's always cleanup to do, so we're going to do the cleanup as we go. We have to finish off with a little bit of shower work, finishing off with some electrical, and installing some connections. There are some final stages on the outside for the electrical we have to complete. Once that work has been completed, now we can start focusing on the outside. We got some black paint, just kind of make it our own. We'll finish it off by adding some mud flaps, and we'll be installing these brand new all-terrain tires. And we're done. Now here's the final result. Look at the inside of this beautiful RV. Absolutely amazing. I love the shower. It looks super cool. The floor of the RV is super nice. It's a light color. It really seemed to brighten things up. When I look at all the little details and the finished product, I think luxury at a lower cost. You can definitely personalize any kind of build. You can make it your own. For this camper van, the fridge and freezer combo is a perfect size. It's not too big and you can still fit your items. The kitchen area is quite unique. I love this little pop-up coffee maker. The sink area, the countertops, really nice. And of course the pantry. Everybody would love this. The LEDs and the sunroof turned out really well. The bathroom and the toilet area really works. And I really like the fact that this toilet can be tucked away when it's not in use. This camper build was well thought out, and all the final details made it a success. I give it 2 thumbs up. Thank you again for joining me on Joe's Random Reviews. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Let me know what you think of this motorhome in the comments below. Would you choose it? Is it something that you would consider? If you've got some value from this video, please give the video a thumbs up and take the time to subscribe and ring that bell so you can be notified when the next video comes in. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.